Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough through the AQHA Young Horse Development Program record book, as well as the assignments that it entails. The first page is basically just a welcome letter explaining what the program entails. These are the guidelines that you will need to read through. I'm not going to go through them all on here. There's a total of 185 possible points this year. The monthly reports are split up into 2-point categories. January, March, May, July, and September are worth 10 points a month. February, April, June, and August are worth 5 points a month. You'll also be receiving participation points. Here's a table of contents as well as a checklist. You are not required to, but it is highly encouraged to create some form of a social media group for you and your weanling's progress throughout the program. Thank you note for Ranching Heritage Breeder number 1 is due February 5th. You must mail it to this address right here, as well, and then enclose it in another envelope for your breeder as well. You are required to create a goal sheet, which is due February 5th. Here's an example of my completed goal sheet from last year. Some of my goals were to just tame Kayos and make him more willing and not as scared of people. I want to compete with him and earn at least 1 blue ribbon. I want to learn more about weanling and yearling nutrition. Here's some more detail about the monthly reports. They are all due. The due date for them is February 5th. The 5th of each month. So for instance, February's due March 5th, April's due May 5th, June is July 5th, August is September 5th. It is highly encouraged to turn them in either on or before the deadline. You are required to write 2 to 3 progress pages on your progress report. Here's an example of my progress report. I just talked about everything that he did for that month and that we accomplished. Here at the end, I've listed some goals that I want to achieve with him for the next month, as well as the goals we completed. I posted a confirmation photo as well as his height and weight for that current month, and then just some random photos from that month, and then a meme or an inspirational quote at the end. I always post a link to my YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. And then here are some photos from his first show. You're required to complete a horsemanship report each month. The horsemanship report tracks your hours and time worked with your weanling. Here's an example of mine. I just record every little time I worked with him, even if it was only for 5 minutes. I wrote it down. Then at the end, you will tally up your minutes and convert it into hours. Your income and expense report is not due until September 30th, which is the end date of the program. Let me pull up an example of mine. Here's my income report. Most youth won't have any source of income from training their weanling for this program. But I wrote down everything that was gifted for me from the program outside of my family. For instance, my professional horsewoman invited my family and I to a clinic that she put on with Richard Shrake and Nancy Williams, which was a $450 value. I also received a rope halter from KZ Tack as a gift for that was worth $23, and then a resistance-free training book from by Richard Shrake from Angie, my professional horsewoman. The expense report. You list everything that you have spent on your horse for the entirety of the program, even if it was just a $5 item. Then you would tally it up. I spent a total of $1,538.45 for Kayos with the program year. You need to track your weanling's growth each month. Let me pull up my growth chart. Here is what it should look like at the end of the program. If anyone needs help with measuring, I can create a video of my sister's weanling being measured to show you the steps and then the calculation process. At the end, you will also summarize how your weanling has grown throughout the program and things that you may or may not have noticed. Here's program summary information. This is due September 30th at the completion of the program. Here's a professional horseman checklist due August 30th. Note that that's not September 30th, it's August 30th. I would highly encourage meeting with your professional horseman or woman more than once. You will be required to know the parts of the horse and will be quizzed on them, so I would recommend studying this chart. You will be judged on your feeding and health program, exercise and training regimen, showing, and then your professional horseman will list 3 priority areas that you should focus on with your foal. This is new to the program this year, and it is also due August 30th. A professional horseman checklist to be completed by you. You will tell them about the professional horseman who helped you, their interest, horsemanship experience, industry involvement, career, etc. 3 recommendations or thing you learned from your professional horseman session. And then after your evaluation with the professional horseman, what are the top 3 priority areas you are going to focus on with your horse? That will need to be signed by your professional horseman. You'll need a competition and show manager report. Basically, you're going to write a 500-word essay about your experience competing and then have the show manager sign an authorization form right there. There will be a nutrition test throughout the program, and there will be a test that follows it. You'll be required to do an in-hand trail pattern with your weanling, which they'll give you the pattern around August, I believe. And then there will be a few more additional assignments such as trailering and bathing that'll be due on various dates. Wildcard points, which is my most favorite part. Basically, this is where you could show off some of the cool things you have done with your weanling or taught your weanling. Some examples are a scrapbook, a trick, a poster that you've made. This is also new, participation points. Participation and dedication to the program will be rewarded. Participation points will be awarded to participants at the staff's discretion. Examples of opportunities to earn participation points may include, but are not limited to, exceptional achievement with assignment, going above and beyond requirements. For instance, my progress reports, I always went above and beyond by adding more pictures and things like that. Demonstration of a positive attitude, regular communication with breeder and or staff, active engagement on the Facebook group page, assistance and encouragement to other participants, service and representation of AQHA. Your thank you note for your ranching heritage breeder, your second one is due September 30th. You will also be required to provide a picture of you and your weanling. And that is the conclusion. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.